off your air supply.
Yeah.
And it's not unknown for perhaps roofing materials to fall down, the bellows buoy to leave the post, and again your air's cut off.
I was feeling really secure till you told me that.
But the high-rise city meant the firefighters' job got even worse.
If you think it was bad walking into a smoking building with only a hose to prevent you from being asphyxiated, imagine what it must have been like outside the building. Fair enough, the fires tended to start down the bottom, but as the buildings went higher, so did the flames, and unfortunately, so did the firemen. When did this kind of ladder come in?
Well, this is called a hook ladder, Tony, and it was introduced into service in the UK from about 1900. First developed in France. Pull that out there. Hook it out, and then you would scale the outside of a building, going up one floor at a time, spinning that round, smashing any windows to put that in the window and hook on the sill, and you'd climb up each floor progressively, almost limitless, as high as the building.
Well,
okay.
Should we have a go on this?
Okay, let's put it down. We'll start from
I'll
the
lean
bottom,
out.
shall we?
All right, I'll go start properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We turn it over. This bit's called the bill.
Yeah.
We'll turn it over and rest it on that.
Yep.
Okay, come this end.
Right.
What you have to do is grip that with your right hand. This is the third round. Just grip that under there.
You call that a round, not a rung?
Yeah, they tell me that bells are rung, not ladders.
And rounds are climbed.
Okay, and then lifting it up, you'll be pushing with that one, pulling with this one. I'll give you a hand.
Oh,
right.
Blimey. It's heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, keep it going, keep it going. There we go.
And then...
And now you've got it up, you put it into the building. There we go.
That's secure?
Let's have a look. There we go. Let's get as stay as we can. Yeah. You're good to
It's a bit
go.
wobbly to me. Just get my leg up. Isn't too easy. Was this actually dangerous?
Well, up until 1956, Tony, there were 6 deaths using this,
6 deaths where?
all in the training centre, none operationally.
And this is the training centre?
This is the training centre. But rest assured that if you use this in anger for rescue purposes, you are more or less assured of a medal.
I think I'd rather do without.
One medal winner was George Swain. In 1916, he not only got to the top floor of a burning building in East London, he carried 2 children out alive on one of these ladders.
Lift the ladder up off the sill.
Lift the
so
ladder.
you clear the hook.
Yeah.
Right, now turn the ladder outwards.
Yeah.
And now, gradually ease it up to the next floor.
My God, it's heavy.
That's it, take it out from the building, that's it, keep going. All the way. Once you're clear of the sill, swing the hook back in and let the ladder rest on the sill. Well done.
That's it.
Now ease yourself round to the front of the ladder and put your left foot on the round above your right.
Oh my God.
It will do that until you've got your weight centre on the ladder, Tony. Just take it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Just keep coming round. That's it. No, down a bit, down a bit. That's it, you're there.
Oh.
Okay?
Rig. Yeah.
Right, off we go again, nice and slowly.
Oh. I wish this was over. Oh.
That's it. A couple more. Now from that point, left leg, swing it into the building. Right. Over the sill.
That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Oh, I'm there.
We got there, Tony. Well done.
Now I've got to rescue someone from a blazing building, when actually all I feel like doing is having a nice lie down. Cool.
But firemen didn't have the riskiest jobs in the city, dockers did. Our major cities grew because of trade, made possible by access to big rivers and the sea. At the heart of this trade were the docks. By 1900, the busiest of them all were in London. A fifth of all Londoners worked keeping this heart of the British Empire beating. But at a cost. After mining and deep-sea fishing, dockers had the most industrial injuries. Danger came in many forms, like the grain porters who risked suffocation as they worked in grain stores and ships' holds.
You probably can't see it, but there's actually 2 articulated vehicles and a load of lads working up the far end of this warehouse. But they're practically invisible. It's like a London smog here because of all the dust that's kicking up.
It's very much so. You can imagine how dusty it would have been on a bulk grain ship when those cargoes were being discharged by hand or using old mechanical sort of grab elevators and later on, of course, suction elevators. The whole dust just being blown up will get in your eyes, get in your hair, get down your throat in particular. Very, very sort of difficult cargoes to work. You're working against time. You're working with cargoes that were not only dusty, but very, very hot by nature as well.
Hot? Is this stuff hot?
Come and have a feel. I mean, you know, this is, I think, probably malted barley. It smells like it. Put your hand in.
It is. It's really nice.
It's gone up by about 10 degrees in there.
Yeah.
You also notice that we're sinking as well.
Yeah.
So if you're working down in a hold, it's very hard to climb up in the hold of a ship.
Yeah.
But it's like walking on very, very soft sand.
Yeah.
You can sink up to your waist. So the guys who worked on board ship usually wrapped sacking from their knees round their feet. They were called toe rags. They did that to stop the grain getting into their trousers. So it was very spiky.
Toe rags?
Toe rags, yeah.
That's what we used to call thieves when I was a kid in London.
That's right.
It feels up here as though you could just be sucked down into it.
Well, you could. You had to be very careful when you're working, obviously, in a ship's hold, especially if the pneumatic sort of elevators sucking out the grain very, very rapidly through very large diameter sort of hoses. If you weren't very careful, you could find that the area around you was being sort of sucked away, and rather like being sort of caught in an undercurrent on the in the sea, you could be sucked under, and the grain around you could topple in on you. So there's a danger of sort of suffocation. So not always a nice cargo to work with.
I'll tell you what, the one thing that I noticed more than anything else about this job is this flipping dust. We've only been doing it for about a couple of minutes and already it's in my eyes, in my throat. I want to have a good cough up. This is not a job that I would recommend.
In fact, the port threw up plenty of worse jobs, whether it was carrying rotting meat or bales of sugar that rubbed your skin raw. Unpleasant cargoes like lamp black could turn you black for a fortnight. If that wasn't enough, many dockers risked being crushed by falling cargo.
But strangely, one of the most dangerous jobs was also one of the most skilled. And it was a job that was around down the docks until the middle of the 20th century. Ron, you were a deal porter when you were a lad, weren't you?
When I was 20, yes.
What was deal and how did you port it?
Deal is timber,
Yeah.
that's shipped in on the boats, yeah. And once it's on the quays,
Yeah.
we took it from A to B.
So you just lifted this up?
Yeah, lift it up.
How
yes.
did you carry it?
I carry it on my shoulder,
Yeah.
wear this.
Yeah. So this is really what you'd have worn?
Yes, this is a backing hat.
A what
And this-
hat?
A backing hat.
Backing hat.
Backing
yeah.
hat.
Yeah.
And it would have protected your shoulder and stopping all the sawdust going down inside your neck.
Go on then, show us how you do it.
Right.
How high do you want it?
Eyes my shoulder, I'll bend down.
Yeah.
Then if you haven't got the middle, you just push it forward like that,
Push it forward, yeah.
and then you run up the...
Oh, we have to run?
Yes. This is how you would do it, actually.
But you'd have been carrying more than one, yeah?
Oh, more than one, about 3.
Yeah. Oh,
You got...
nearly had my head off there.
Oh,
Of course, the docks would have been much more crowded in those days.
oh
wouldn't they?
yes, bustling.
What was so dangerous about it?
Well, if you missed your footing, you'd fall, and it wouldn't be on the flat like this is.
Yeah.
It would be, you'd have a series of what they call horses, trestles,
Yeah.
going up low, going up and up